Welcome back to another Marvel DC United. Now, I am not really too proud of this one because mostly I really was trying to draw away from the whole, superhero film leads up to solo films with the team members and stuff like that. But a lot of friends of mine said do something about it, so I might as well do something about it because I'm still a fan of the character. Today's character is Aquaman, who we all know is the founding member of the Justice League and is king of Atlantis. Now, we've seen the abilities for Aquaman. The dude can talk to fish, he's exceptionally well at swimming, carries a trident, and is an expert swordsman alongside it. And when he comes to land, we've seen that he has superhuman strength. Now, let me explain. Let's take a look at the whole point of his powers, actually. Atlantis is an underwater city that is rumored to be at the very bottom of the ocean. Correct? Correct. Now, Atlantis is an underwater city that is ruled by Aquaman. Now, ruling under God knows how many, like at least 500,000 depths beneath the sea level. Okay? Now, granted, should Aquaman decide to come on land, the dude's powers are magnified to near Superman level, if not past Superman level. Now, why would the character like this not want to come to the mainlands? Oh, right, because he believes that Earthlings are, up to the point of right before he joins the Justice League, he believes that the mainlanders are the cause of problems in his world. Now, should we accept the fact that there's a character who is Superman powerful, if not more powerful than Superman? That's necessary because, if you're living 500,000 depths of water underneath, below the sea level, you're going to have a amazing strength to withstand the water pressure and exceptionally accelerated healing factor. And to top it all off, the guy has telepathy with fish, and once he comes to land, he can understand human language due to the fact that he has telepathic abilities. So, due to the fact that Dawn of Justice is scheduled for March of 2016, it's not only been rumored to be confirmed that it's only rumored and hasn't even been confirmed yet that the guy who's going to play him, what was his name? Something Momoa or whatever his name is. Anyway, they haven't even confirmed the rumors that he's going to be casted as a character or whether or not the film will have a independent film. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to see it. We've seen Aquaman's abilities in, the Justice League Unlimited. We've seen him in the cartoons. We've seen him in Young Justice, stuff like that. So why would an independent film not be possible? Because characters want people who choose to do this whole Avengers concept thing. And I'm not saying the whole Avengers concept is bad, but I'm saying that if DC Universe would stop playing around with, the films like they put out and stop making animated cartoons. I'm not saying the cartoons are bad, but cartoons are freaking awesome. It's definitely a great step above for the generation of characters. For a generation of people who are fans of DC and Marvel put together. Now, I really am not interested in seeing an Aquaman film, but, cinematics, being people who have degrees in filmmaking, it's only natural that they put their best foot forward with a character like this. But looking at it, I'm not impressed because, okay, so what? Just because that the Avengers came out in 2012, DC Universe thinks they can, come out with another superhero team film? And to top it all off, they're using their best characters to go at each other who are going to eventually involve future team members from the Justice League in their fight. Now, I'm very excited about the whole Superman versus Batman thing, but the fact of the matter is, concepts such as this are not needed because DC Universe has to make up a lot of fan base due to the fact that their character movies have sucked in the last couple years. The only good movies that they put out in the last 3 years are what? The first few Batman series, and the Man of Steel. Again, they're focusing on characters that do not have anything to do with Batman and Superman. But the fact that Aquaman is making a cameo in the film is also a problem. Now, I know you guys are thinking, well, of course, why would they not want them to why would they want to get away from the Batman and Superman concept? Because the whole Batman and Superman thing is getting old, okay? The series is 75 years old. Of course, that's great. Everybody's excited about that. I would be happy too if I was the creator of a comic book that lasted 75 years. But the fact of the matter is, characters like this don't make sense, okay? Let's put it like this. Had they focused on Aquaman as much as they did, Batman and Superman, I guarantee you there would have been at least 6 Aquaman films, if not more, by now. But if you look down the list of all the DC Universe, all DC Universe live action films, the TV series, the comic books, all of them focus on Batman and Superman. And these little cameo appearances that they give for characters like in The Dark Knight Rises, when they only gave Robin a small camo in the film, and he was really just a team member, that made no sense because we all know that if they were basing it off the comic book series, they wouldn't be doing this. Okay? In 2009, Marvel hired an entire group of 30 writers who they wanted to bring back an entire lesser known properties of Marvel. And what is DC doing? They're sitting out there putting out crappy movies that most people didn't even enjoy. In the year 2011, we saw the new Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. That sucked. Okay, there was way too much graphic in it. There wasn't even any story to it. The movie was rushed, the plot line was crappy, and not to mention that the acting was minuscule at best. So for characters like this, it's not necessary for a individual film to be put before a superhero team, even when the movie wasn't even announced yet. Now they can tease that, okay, so what? Aquaman is going to be a camo in the new team-up movie, and this will set the tone for the DC Cinematic Universe. That's not what we're looking for here. What we're looking for DC Universe is to revamp their entire fan base because they've made great mistakes. Okay? Now, before everyone starts telling me, okay, but they still, the Green Lantern film and the Batman and Superman film could have led up to it, but that's not the point. I understand that. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not saying Aquaman's not a bad character. He's awesome. Anybody that's got strengths like that is a good character in my book. But when they only want a cameo appearance and they don't want to announce a feature film with him, then what's the point? But anyway, I would like to see a Aquaman film, but then again, I wouldn't because I'm not expecting anything brand new to happen. But anyway, drop a comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in a Marvel DC United.